Good evening, welcome back to Frugal Outdoors with myself, Dylan. And tonight I'm joined by Loz. Now I haven't fished with Loz for probably 18 months or so, so I'm really excited tonight. Super buzzing to be out, and we're fishing a new venue. On top of all of that, we're fishing a new venue. So yeah, we're fishing backside of the island, kind of on the corner really. So we're fishing a place called Bonchurch. There's loads of marks all the way along Bonchurch. I don't even know if this has got a particular name or not, but basically we've got down to Bonchurch, we've walked a little bit, and we're fishing off some shingle. And look at that behind us. It's absolutely stunning. Got quite a narrow sort of bay here, and basically we're both going to try and fish 2 rods. If it's too much, we'll drop it down to 1 rod each. But target this evening, well, it's supposed to be pretty good for bass down here. I know Loz is definitely after a bass. Myself, and he knows this, I don't think there's any point in fishing for a bass if we can't keep it. And we're in the middle of March, so we can't keep them. But there's definitely a chance we're going to get into one, especially with the bait we're using tonight. But predominantly, I'm going to be fishing for rays. If we do get a bass, it would be great because it's another fish to show off. But obviously, we can't take it home. But anyway, let's get set up. Let's go through our rigs. Let's go through some tactics. And then hopefully we'll get fishing and maybe we'll get into a fish. See you in a sec. Oh, well, this is nice, isn't it? Yeah, I'm really excited about tonight. Let's try and make sure we get the rod tip sections the right way around for my rod. So yeah, I'm fishing with my 2 Daiwas, as always, both 13'6". One's a tournament pro surf, one is an air surf, and they're both rated 4 to 8 ounce. And I really like these rods. I just had a cast with with Loz. He's got a 3-piece Ziplex. I think he said they were Trinities. And yeah, I just hit a 3 or 4 ounce ball head at an absolute mile. So that was quite fun. So I'm pairing these up with my Shimano Power Arrows, which I lost one of the screw caps to the reels, which is a little bit disappointing. But yeah, I'm having a little bit of a mare of late really. So this morning took all of my bait out of the freezer, took it all to work, meant to come straight from work fishing, realised that I didn't have all of my bait and I had the wrong memory card. I had a memory card that already had a session on it, so I quickly went home, changed the memory card, meant to grab some more bait, and I totally forgot. So fortunately Loz has got plenty of squid to top me up, because all I've got is anchovies and sardines. But anyway, let's quickly chuck the reels on these and then we'll get some rigs sorted out. So I've just done the good old trick of doing a whole bunch of footage and not pushing record. So the light is massively going. I'm not entirely sure what I managed to get on there, but I've got a bait in the water. I've used one of the pulley loop rigs that I'm really enjoying using at the moment. I've made an absolute stack of them at the weekend. So do check out the website frugaloutdoors.co.uk because it's restocked. This one is literally just a good old reused twice already scratch and rig with a couple of strips of squid on there. I'm going to flick out quite close. The other one is cast out at distance. That one's got a whole anchovy on the bottom and a piece of sardine on the top. Let's get this one out, see if we can find a fresh pout in. And let's get some lighting on the situation because the light has gone really poor. Oh, somebody's got an open fire on the go. So they've been out there for maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Just have been having a nice catch up. Loz is having a bit of a change up of his baits now, and I'm just going to get third rig ready so I can do some switching. But I was just trying to think of what to what rig to use really, and I thought, well, do you know what? I think I'll use another loop rig, and then when I'm done with that scratching rig, if I haven't had anything on it, then I'll probably fish with a pulley, I think. What I did earlier is I cut a sardine straight in half. Hey? Oh, you got a rockling. Nice, mate. Oh, there we go. Loz has just got himself a rockling. Awesome. First cast. Quite a decent one as well by the looks of it. 3-bearded, I think. I always forget which one is which, 3-bearded or a shore rockling. It's the one that looks like a leopard. But yeah, so I cut half of that sardine straight down the middle so I could split it into 2 baits. I'm gonna say you didn't see that bite because we've been yakking. I've got a nice 2.0 Aberdeen hook there, nice and proud. Bind that on, and then that's my top bait all sorted. And then on the bottom, I'm going to put on a whole anchovy. Got a pair of 3.0s on the bottom of it. Might be a little bit overkill, but you know, I'm ray fishing. Potentially there's a chance of picking up a reasonable conger, especially here. I mean, we're fishing over quite mixed ground, so it's definitely a chance of picking up one of those species. And it's also quite beefed up as well, so we've got 60-pound hook snooze and 70-pound rig body. Just keeping an eye on my lines there. So he's had a fish already. I do like these anchovies. I use them whole all the time. Sometimes I fillet them and put a piece of squid down the side, but more often than not, just use it whole. They're really neat bait. They're quite streamlined and they cast really well. There we go. Let's get this one on, get it changed over. Right, see if we can get it back then. Oh yeah, we're good. Gave my reels a little drop of oil as well the other day. Wow, there's definitely some crab activity out there, that's for sure. There we go. So you can see they're all nice and neat. Casts really well, puts those 2 nice baits in behind that lead and hopefully gets into a fish or 2. Right, let's get this one out. Clean. Completely clean. Here we go, so Loz is into his second fish already. Is it on, mate? You can see there, look, there's a big load of rocks on the right hand side, so Loz is fishing to the right, just to the left of those, sorry, and I'm fishing to the right of the rocks on the other side, so hopefully we're in the sort of right areas where we might be able to pick something up. What you got, mate? Got a dog? Got a dog. Well done, bud. God, he's properly outdoing me at the moment. 2 casts and 2 fish. I could see the bite that dogfish gave him as well, and his rod was going like that. We're like, oh, he's got something decent here. So I've got 2 loop rigs out there, so I've got 4 baits out there, all sort of reasonably sized, so with any luck, we can get into something as well. Wow, so I hadn't realised it's nearly a full moon up there. We did have a nice little bit of cloud cover when we first started, but nothing up there now. Beautiful. So Loz has had 2 fish. 2 fish and I've not had a sniff. Plenty of time. I'm only on my 2nd cast, so I think I'm going to chuck a scratching rig out one more time just to see, but now that Loz has given us a load of bait, we have got a load. I can always chuck it out again a little bit later. So for the meantime, I'm going to fish with those 2 loop rigs, and I'm going to get a pulley rig out, I think, just so I can stick some bigger baits out there. See if we can't find a ray, see if we can't find a conger. See if we can't find a fish to begin with. And then I'll just chuck this out every now and again. Well, I'm still on my 2nd cast, and thought I had a bite on this right-hand rod, but it didn't come to anything, so I am going to change it up. Like I say, there's a lot of crab activity out there. We've been busy having a yak and a chat, and he's obviously been out there for a little bit too long, I think, so I'm going to change this one on the right. I've got a nice half a joey mackerel there ready to go straight out, so I'll chuck that out now and see if we can't find ourselves a bite. Ooh. Ah, there we go, we're snagged in. Oh yeah, we got it. So I think I probably did have a bite, and whatever it was pulled me into a snag. But I did the hand wrap with the braid. I thought it was going to go, to be honest, but we got it back. I'm pretty pleased about that. So I think this one I'm going to drop in a little bit closer. There we go. So it's just cone end basically of a joey mackerel, which I'm going to cast a little bit closer in. Just flop it out there. I have to think about moving this tripod back in a minute. Yeah, nice. Basically, just must have been my lead. Bent all the wires up, but we got it back, so I'm pretty pleased about that. But anyway, let's get this one rebaited and get it back out. Got a little bit of weight here. Oh, I don't know, I didn't see a bite. Might just be a bit of weed. Oh, whatever it was, just let go. I've had a conger sat on there, I think. Just pulled that in, had a bit of weight on it. Pulled it in, no hooks. Both of them twisted up, so I reckon there's congers have been on it, and I just haven't spotted the bite somehow. But anyway, there we go. So we got squid head and guts, half a joey mackerel, the head and guts this time. Gonna do the same, drop it in a little bit closer, and then dig another rig out of the box. Must pay more attention. Yeah, look at that one. Totally twisted up and snapped, and exactly the same on that one as well, look. So I think probably had a bite on both hooks. It's probably been congers. So it definitely had a bit of weight when I was bringing it in then, but then it just suddenly went light. So obviously it'd been twisting and twisting and twisting. But right, focus. There's focus. It's a new venue. Got to try and get a fish out, haven't we? But again, the beauty is with this, the rig body is totally fine because I can just put a new snood on there and a new snood on there, and it will still work as a pulley rig. Much better than the other ones. Oh. There we go. Finally getting a bite. Feel like I'm shouting over the noise of the sea, but we're definitely getting a bite. Well, as you can see, we're right up on the top bank now. We've got this sea wall behind us. I was getting a bite on this left-hand rod down there, as you saw, but it hasn't progressed into anything. I am going to have a little look at it. I'm contemplating on putting a bait right over the other side of this groin here. Just to mix it up, really, just have a little bit of fun. I'm going to check this one on the left. See if maybe there was a pouting having a go. But like I say, it's gone very, very still. But let's have a look anyway. I've got another bait there ready to go anyway, so we may as well have a look, haven't we? Oh, there's definitely some rocks down there. Come on. God, I can feel it going. Oh. There we go. Well, interestingly, I've still got quite a bit of bait left on it. Last time, yeah, it was a squid. Last time, they're getting completely stripped. But not this time, so, and that one I kept in closer. So I'm gonna give this a bit of a whack again. At least try to, if I can, anyway. Right, here we go. So that's a whole sardine. No, it's not. That's a whole anchovy on the top and half a sardine on the bottom. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to walk down that breakwater back there, and I'm just going to lob it as far as I can, slightly over to the left. And if we do happen to get into something, then I'm going to have to get back up on the breakwater to try and get it in, or I might just lose the rig. But let's give it a go. Like I say, we've been fishing for a little while now, good couple of hours. I've had a couple of small bites, but I haven't landed anything. And Loz, right behind the camera there, has landed 2 fish already. So he's making me look a little bit silly on my own video. So let's try and get a fish. There we go. So I've got the drag set nice and light because there's not a lot of places to lock the rods in. I've only got them just rested in the cups at the top. Don't know what you call the bits at the top. I would always call the bits at the bottom the cups. Don't know what you call the bits at the top. They're resting in the top and they're not in the cups. Yeah, hopefully we get a bite. But they're out there as hard as I can get them, that's for sure. Felt like nice casts, both of them. Oh, there we go. Is that finally potentially a fish? It is. Oh, we might be able to save the blank. Finally getting a bite. I say finally getting a bite. We've had a couple of bites and we definitely got twisted off by a conger earlier. But now we are actually getting another bite. The next thing is going to be trying to get it back. Looks like I might be getting a bite on the right hand side, but I think that's just a swell. I'm going to leave this one anyway for a bit. I've got a nice, lovely bait there ready to go out. Got a whole joey mackerel. Let's have a look. Well, we got it, whatever it was. Just trying to make sure it doesn't go too deep because there's loads of rocks in front of me. It's not massive, but it's a fish. What have we got? It's a dog. It's a dogfish, but it's a fish. There we go, buddy. Hey! Not blanking. There we go. Only a little one, but it's a fish and we're not blanking. So let's get the bait out there again and see if we can't get something else. Right, there we are. Look at that. Nice whole joey mackerel. I've just taken the tail off and I've taken the head off. And basically what I did is I snipped across the stomach cavity as well, just to let some of those juices out. But I'm going to do the same. I'm going to walk down there again and give it a bit of a heave-ho. Here we go, look at that. Look, nothing on there at all. No bait whatsoever. It's the most crab activity I've seen for such a long time. But I guess maybe that water's warming up a tiny bit, who knows? I mean, I think there was actually a smooth hound caught down at Chesil, so you know, maybe it is warming up a little bit, and maybe it's just a complete random fish, but amazing to see in March. I think it's like the 11th today, so you know, mid-March. You never know, in a couple of weeks' time we might be able to find one ourselves. That'd be quite nice. I've no idea what the time is. I should check really, because I imagine it's probably getting on a little bit. Loz just had another bite, but unfortunately took him into a snag. And I've only had that dogfish so far, but I'm not going to stop trying though. Still going with those ray baits. I'd really like to try and get a ray. And that water's come right up. But anyway, let's base up. Let's go again. Gonna have to change this bait. It's been out there for far too long, and especially with this crab activity, there's probably not an awful lot of it left. But let's have a look. Oh. We're definitely wrapped up in something there. God. Didn't even get a wind on that. Snagged straight up. Cool. Oh, we did get it. Didn't think I got that. I thought it snapped. God, we haven't got a lot of room up here at all. There we go. So, gonna drop that one out a little bit closer. I'm gonna drop it in probably about 60 yards this time. I'm gonna do it from up here. Probably not even 60 yards, to be honest. It's a little bit risky. The last couple that I put in a bit closer, I got snagged. I got them back, but they were snagged. And I'm not entirely sure how far those breakwaters go, but we chucked it out there anyway. Just lost the rig. Got the leader back and everything, but I lost the rig, unfortunately, which is a bit of a pain. So I'm going to dig another one out and keep going. There's got to be another fish out there, surely. Oh. Wait. That is so far over. That is sore. Woo. we got it, we got it, we got it. Oh, that was a mission. That was right in there. Oh, that was a mission. We got it back though. There's absolutely no way I would have got that back if I was on even 25-pound mono. And the thing is, you really do have to wrap that braid around your arm and pull it. Because even then, with this, it was pulling in so tight to my arm. But yeah, we got it all back. Wicked. All right, so I've got a whole sardine here. I've taken the top of the head off and I've taken the tail off, but I'm not going to cast this out very far. Definitely a bit of movement out there at the moment, I think. So I'm just going to dink that out there, just like that. Probably straight in the rocks. It's definitely snaggy down here. But like I say, so far we lost one rig. It isn't too bad. I'd always prefer to lose less, but it's not too bad. Oh, right, the coat is on, it's cold. Really, really cold. But I'm gonna quickly change this one. It's not been long since I put that sardine out on the other one, so I'm gonna change this, and then I think we're gonna call it a night. Yeah, I thought that would be the case. Put it right in the rocks. Nothing on there. No bait left at all. Oh, feeding crabs tonight. There we are, the last bait of this session. That's a whole anchovy on the bottom with a bit of squid wrapped up the side and a nice little peeler crab on the top hook. Let's see if we can't try and winkle one more fish. Right, we'll have a little tidy up. Loz is packing down as well, so we'll give these another 10 or 15 minutes soak. Hopefully we can get another fish. But let's have a tidy. Right, well, we're giving this one another 10 minutes. I'm gonna bring it in if I can. Yeah, there we go. And we're gonna pack down. Right, there we go, we're all packed up, and the last thing as always is the camera to go away. So we came down with the hopes and ambitions of trying to get into a couple of rays, and I know Loz really wanted to get into a bass. This surf now is really pumping, but we gave it our best shot. We put so much fresh bait out there, and we had loads of different types of bait, loads of fish baits, peeler crabs, squid, all sorts of stuff. But yeah, we just couldn't make it happen, unfortunately, tonight. I think Loz had a dogfish and a 3-bearded rockling, and I just had that one dogfish tonight, but we gave it a go. We came and we failed, but we will definitely be back because it's a stunning venue. As you would have seen at the beginning when it was daylight, the footage and stuff, it's a really nice place to fish. Not a lot of room. I think 2 people is perfect for 2 people. I thought we might have got tangled up and stuff, but we didn't at all. Yeah, awesome. But yeah, so until the next one, please take care, stay safe, and maybe I'll see you out there. Cheers.